It's the Game of the MTG Gathering Show.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Oko's still good, huh? Out of all the cards in the cube, I think Oko and Library have fallen off the most. Oh, the Hazard they put in here is pretty low tier. I'm gonna grab this Worldspine Wurm, see if we can finagle ourselves a flash this time. That sucks, Jinsaku. Oh, Mind Twist. Mind Twist is also... Yeah, Mind Twist has fallen off harder than Oko, that's for sure. The faster the format, the worse that slow discard gets. Whereas back in the day, like, you'd be sitting there with your 5, like, value spells, and your opponent would have their 5 value spells, and if one of you Mind Twisted the other person, you just get to win. You just don't see games like that very often anymore. Wait, is banned good cards, huh? Some banned good cards. Is Snuff Out pack one, pick one worthy? Yeah, I mean, free spells are good. The awkward thing about Snuff Out is that it's using your life total as a resource. And the best deck in the format is a hasty red aggro deck, right? And then, like, Black's other, like, best tools for dealing with that are, like, Toxic Deluge, and maybe you're playing Thoughtseize, maybe you want to reanimate something. You can kind of overtax your life total. You only really want, like, a couple of those cards. Vampiric Tutor. I think the win rate for Vampiric Tutor on 17 lands shows that, like, most people are better off just not even casting it, which is hilarious to me. I'll grab this Flooded Strand. Looks like a good land here. Hard to pass Archon, of course, but it is what it is. I'm actually going to grab this Balance, and the Balance is going to point me in a different direction. Basically, for this Balance to pay off, we're going to want, like, a pile of talismans and stuff. We're going to want a pile of artifacts to dump into play. And then it doesn't matter if we don't have artifact payoff cards. Balance kind of is the artifact payoff card. And then a core of Balance, Oko, and Fractured Identity is, like, a really nice core for a rampy control deck. Like this Talisman. Perfect. Might regret passing the workshop, but for now, this is kind of exactly what I was picturing. Yeah, Nadu can win. Fast Bond Combo can win. I think you want to be doing one of those two things in green. This deck's looking kind of mid-rangey, but, like, we're going to be more of a blue-white deck splashing green for Oko. We're not going to play a bunch of, like, Mana Dorks and shit in here. Grabbing that Plateau in case we see Minsc and Boo or Comet. Those would be fine cards to splash. I guess more of the same, Green, White, Dark Depths. Yeah, Dark Depths can win sometimes. I like having Dark Depths be, like, my secondary plan, though, when I'm doing, like, the fast spawn landfall stuff. And then sometimes it steals a lot of games, but it doesn't feel like I'm all in on it, right? I like Otawara. It's just like a free land. It's kind of cute to bounce something before you balance them, too. Before you Mind Twist them. I'll grab the Passage, though. Hey, actual Tundra. Don't hate Regrowth. Regrowth on Fractured Identity can win some games, but there's only one Tundra, right? I Still Strip has gotten you a few times. Yeah, I think that's like the actual best thing to be doing in green. If you can get all the pieces. On the Magic Online cube, that's like where most of my green trophies have come from. And then in past seasons, before it was as supported, I liked Nadu more. Nadu's also really well supported. And then you can play like a Naya aggro if Boros is being overdrafted, and you just like have to slide in some green creatures to fill out your curve. Totally fine, totally reasonable. Not as good as if you were pure Boros, but you do what you gotta do, right? Is Landfall still a thing on the Arena version? It is, yeah. I haven't really gotten any trophies with it, which is odd, because on the Magic Online version, I got like 3 or 4 trophies the other season, just jamming like mono green landfall, sometimes playing red for Minsc and Boo stuff. But I haven't drafted it like a ton. And like the first week that Arena was, the Arena Cube was up, people didn't have 17 lands data, and green was like really overdrafted. So it wasn't even like a possible thing to draft. Because people were jumping on this super unplayable archetype. Surely they wouldn't put unplayable cards in the cube, would they? I've got bad news for you, Arena players. It's not one of them, what do they call them? Balanced cubes. It's not that kind of game experience. Think about the Savannah, think about that Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb firing off a Talisman on turn 1. Like, Ancient Tomb in general is pretty bad because you're hitting your life total, and other decks also want to hit your life total, right? So the faster the cube is, the worse the damage is. But we do have some incidental life gain from Oko, and it does speed us up quite a bit by firing up the Talismans turn 1. So I think I'm going to take it here, and a solid chance the Savannah wheels anyway. Zurin Orb's funny with balance. You could also grab the Remand or the Tamiyo here. It certainly looks like a Tamiyo start. Let's grab Remand. Uro works for me. More life gain to offset the Ancient Tomb, too. This stream is sick, yo. Yeah, the sickest. Hey, hello, Tamiyo. Yeah, speaking of Tamiyos, huh? Tamiyo's a little awkward with balance, but you can flip it. Other people are looking to kill it. And here it can rebuy the Fractured Identity, which is pretty nice. I'm going to grab Wrenn and Six. I think there's a solid chance I end up playing this card, even though we only have a couple red sources so far. I think one of the Talisman staffs are red, too. Yeah, nice. The other card that's kind of interesting is maybe 3 steps ahead. I don't like taking the Taiga there, because we already have a Taiga effect in the commercial district. And, like, if you're taking red duels, Wrenn and Six is one of the cards that you're looking to play off of it, so. Share away, Fluffy Face. You think not having the bad fetches makes the landfall deck a lot worse here? That might be part of it, Lord of Riots, yeah. Yeah, just ensuring that you always have a few fetches does make the fast spawn stuff a lot more consistent. We'll grab Sunfall. I'm going to scoop a second sweeper. Definitely looks like a deck that wants another sweeper, Think about the Stomping Ground. Think about this Lightning Helix. Think about that Riddler, too. We actually don't have much in the way of card draw. The Riddler might be sweet. Mystical Tutor for balance, why not? And then we have the backup Mystical Tutor of Sunfall or Fractured Identity. Should be really good. And if we find Flash in pack 3, then we'll have a plan there with the Worm. No Oddity or Berserk hits the mono green. Yeah, that's true. I was really enjoying Berserk in that deck. Interesting. It'd be cool to look at the data for the Magic Online cube and compare it to the Arena cube. See if mono green does a little bit better there or not. Right, Corey Mary? That's kind of what I was thinking too. The Riddler being like a little draw engine. It's also like, it's not like a combo with balance exactly, but you could like fire it off and cycle it earlier, and it won't gum up your balance. Kind of like Uro, right? Like, it's not really a non-bow either. I still think Zurin balance is cute, but I'm going to grab the Triome. We got a little bit more red this pack. They also don't have Baloth. Yeah, I actually like Baloth a little bit better than Titanium. Especially if you have Gaia's Cradle, because sometimes it just, like, is an engine by itself. Oh, very fun, Fluffy Face. The old fast bond combo turn 2. Oh, there's no Lumberjack in this cube? Yeah, I don't love that. Lumberjack's a sweet one. Oh my god, there's Flash and Mox Diamond here. It's like a really good Mox Diamond deck. It's so good. But the Flash like gives you like a thing to do with the worm. I'm gonna grab the Mox Diamond. With my Wrenn and Six and my 4 colors and my balance. You know, there's just the Uro. It's putting a card in the graveyard for Uro. I think it's just doing a little bit too much here. It lets us like go under the card count, so we draw more cards with Riddler. It's just a really good Mox Diamond deck. When your Mox Diamond is like almost better than a regular Mox, I think you just gotta draft it. I'm a fan of Portable Hole. I don't think this is an exploration deck. It works well with Wrenn and Six, but it's pretty poor with the rest of the deck. And we already have Uro letting us drop an extra land into play. I think I'm just grabbing this Talisman. Didn't have enough fucking Talismans, right? What is an exploration deck? Well, in the Magic Online cube, I like exploration when you're in on landfall. But if that deck's just like not here, then it might just not have a deck in the arena cube. Hey, it's that Minsc and Boo card. Remember when I started grabbing red duels just in case we saw a Minsc and Boo later? Feeling pretty good about that decision now. So we have a Plateau here, and don't really need the Sacred Foundry. It'd still be good. We might just be like good on red duels though. We have a solid number. Yeah, and 2 of our Talismans are red producing. We might just have all the red sources we need here. I think I'm gonna grab Path out of this pack. Or maybe I want Stock Up. Hold on. I think I actually want that Stock Up. Yeah, the No More Lies, the Reprieve, and the Breeding Pool are the cards of interest out of this pack. I think I'm gonna grab that Breeding Pool. I think that's the one that helps my mana base out the most. We are like base blue-green here. Bloodbraid Elf is so much less exciting than the Retrace 5-drop. I need like 2 more cards. I think I'm gonna be pretty good. The Faithless Looting is actually cute with like Uro and stuff, and Wrenn and Six. Yeah, give me the looting. And then this pack's between the Malevolent Rumble and the Flame Slash. I wouldn't hate another removal spell, but Malevolent Rumble is very good with Uro. Just like fills up the graveyard for it. Pretty nice. I'm gonna grab the Slash. This is a good example of a deck that's just not very good with Parallax Wave. It'd be kind of like playing Moment's Peace in this deck. Which wouldn't be like the worst card ever, but it wouldn't be as good as just having a sweeper. I think I actually like Teferi a little bit better than Golos. The Golos activations aren't that impressive because our top end isn't quite there. Hey, we got the flashback. Hell yeah. Oh, a cool thing in this deck is Faithless Looting plus Tamiyo, huh? You can just flip it the first turn. I always thought that should be more of a thing in Modern, Faithless Looting and Tamiyo. God, Death Greeter's still going around. People hate drafting Death Greeters. They're like, best card in the cube, fuck that. The dig through time's kind of eaten from the same plate as Uro here. I don't think I want Pyrokinesis, but maybe. Ooh. Yeah, we already have 2 comes to play tap lands. That might be enough. The Elegant Parlor would give me a Surveil land for the Flooded Strand to grab, but I'm just going to grab an untapped duel. And another. I think I'm actually going to find a way to squeeze that No More Lies in. I think I'm cutting Coalition Relic. It's like fine with the curve, but we already have 3 Talismans. And those are a little bit better, I think. I think I'm going to cut Brazen Borrower. I think I like the Rumble. It's going to let us find like the Worldspine Wurm more often. It's going to fill up the graveyard for Uro. If you're playing Rumble, you're going to see like Oko and Minsc and Boo more often and in more timely spots. I think I like that Rumble. Oh, a Johnny has surpassed the Double Striker dude, sure. For a while, the Double Striker dude was the number one card in the cube. I guess it just took people a little bit to realize that a Johnny should be paired with Goblin Bombardment, because that card also shot up. It makes me feel good about my pick order on the Magic Online cube, because I always took a Johnny over the other shit. That card has a dummy high ceiling, Sanguine Evangelist finally dropped out of the top 10. Oh, did it? Nice. I wonder if that was just like strong players remembering it from other cubes. Because Evangelist has been good in the other arena cubes, right? I did just win against Sanguine Evangelist. That was probably me. That was probably me that did it. That win right there and dropped it out of the top 10. It is still top 10? Well, fair enough. There's too many red sources here. Arena isn't counting my talismans. Well, there's not nearly enough green sources, We have 2 white talismans. I think I'm going to cut this plains too. And then it says 7 there, but it's actually 9, And then we have 1 green oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then we have 1 green talisman, so this is actually 8, which is close. Close to good. Blue is 9 right now. I'd like blue to be 9. I don't really see a way to add another green source without cutting the island, though. How'd the last deck finish? Went 5-3. Are there plans for a halfway there stream? There are not. I thought about watching through some clips from the first 365, but I'm probably not going to be partying too hardy. Getting over a bug right now. I think 8 green sources is probably fine. There's the Mox Diamond in there that we're not really counting. And the only time we need double green is for the Uro. Yeah, this is good. This is good, I think. All right, friends. So like I said, I'm a little under the weather. I'm going to leave this 41 card beauty of a deck. All right. What are we looking at? Triple Talisman's kind of a lot, but I guess... Oh, I like that with the balance. Yeah. Malevolent Rumble makes the Uro a lot better. Kinda got something here. I guess I don't. How many lands we had? 17? Yeah. Yeah, I like the Riddler and Teferi as draw engines. That all makes sense to me. I guess Faithless Looting's the cut. I like Faithless Looting with the Uro, and I like it with the Tamiyo. Then it can be a draw engine with Wrenn and Six rebuying lands. But I think it's the cut here. Did you miss the Pauper stream this week? No, there just wasn't one. I've just been sick all week, Spun. And I don't know what to tell you. Also didn't get any responses, so it didn't seem like folks were super stoked. Oh shit, what up? Hi, Cravian. Thanks for the sub. Kind of a borderline hand here, huh? Remanding on the draw. This looks better to me. Yeah, same genre spawn. Kind of all synthwave is based off of like 80s synth nostalgia. And that's what John Carpenter was doing, so. And they know about the No More Lies, but I think it's still worth holding up. They might even just like jam something just to bait it out of my hand, and then I can play and then if I counter, I get to play Oko on an empty board, which is a little bit better than not. Yeah, you got it. I'm actually feeling less well than yesterday. But I was feeling really good yesterday. Part of it was I think I did the salt rinse the night previous. And then I just like woke up feeling way better. And then I forgot to do one last night. Like an idiot. Little light on blue mana. I can't play Oko and No More Lies here. Not in the same turn. Interesting. Got me. Ooh. Hullbreacher is just a little scary here is all. Hate it. I don't want to tap like that. Wow, they just really have nothing over there, huh? Do have a little bit of Rug Super Friends going on over here. Hey, Beers, thanks for the sub. You've finally been subbed longer than you've been alive. 88 months? I don't know if that's a possible thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, B Fortuna. Might just be a couple hours, so 2 or 3 runs, but should be a good time. There isn't even a creature for them to rebuy. I just let them get the Oko off the board. All right, opponent, now what? I guess I would have had lethal this turn if I hadn't upticked the Minsc come. I think I just miscounted. I thought I had lethal anyway. This could be bad if they're chilling on a draw 7 this whole game. Just waiting to refresh the Hull Breacher. Yeah. So casting Mystical does nothing because the Spiral's going to shuffle for me anyway. Well, let's see if I manage to punt this one. I had, like, entirely locked up. Literally had lethal. I'm feeling a little bit worse than yesterday, Larry the Boss. But part of that, I think, is because I pushed myself a little bit. Blood on the Clock Tower is a board game? Sort of. It's a party game, social deduction. You usually want, like, 10 or 12 people. There's some fun, complicated mechanics. It has a supported online client that we'll be using. I actually did have most of a beer last night, which is probably a mistake. But it was a white mocha stout. Unless they got a time walk here or something, and it sure looks like a lot of flailing. Cool, nice turn. So currently we're just missing red. I was planning on rumbling this turn, but now I kind of just want to hold up this counter. Boo. Boo, Mana Tithe, boo. Yeah, I thought there was, like, a good chance they had a white counter, but that's Mana Tithe or the white Remand, right? And then there's also a chance they were just holding up a flash creature. There's, like, 3 2-drop white flash creatures in the cube. So it's hard to put too much stock in your opponent passing with a couple mana open. Just gonna let that resolve and untap and play balance, I think. Hey, good evening, Author Meathorn. And then we just kind of hope this turn's not too disastrous. Oh, well. Fuck me, I guess. Well, they did shrink the loyalty into bolt range. We're just gonna go to 5 here and Zeus ourselves a pup. A bolt of lightning. 1.21 gigawatts. Now I wish I had that Mystical Tutor back. Could go find the flash for the worm. Be in a good spot. Land? Oh no! So close. So close to some kind of stabilizing. If I'd played the Triome, I would have ripped Sunfall, but you can't know that. You're just as likely to cycle into a flash for the worm. The Wasteland was so good. It was really good. If I had played the Malevolent Rumble instead of the Oko, if I decided to play around Mana Tithe there, I think that game goes a lot better for me. Yeah, so the reason to keep No More Lies there is the opponent only had 3 lands in play, and then they ran out like 3 or 4 more lands in a row and made it look silly, but you still keep it. You can't know the opponent's going to hit 3 lands in a row. You're playing your sweeper, you want to answer the things. Did you miscount? Yeah, the 1 green source that you're miscounting. 1. You missed 1. Fuck, this Dreams of Steel and Oil. This flash is really worthless without it, too. That's brutal for me. Interesting. Yeah, they're definitely repping some kind of counter. No more of your lies about my lies. Oh shit, what up? Hey, the Swift one, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 92 months there. Oh, they just had an answer. I don't even know if I would have gone to counter then. If I was them. The end result would have been the same. They would have placed the Edict on the stack with the Minsc and Boot trigger. I would have countered. They would have countered back. The same thing happens. It was such a rude Dreams of Steel and Oil with my opener flash combo. I might EOT Flash and try and remand it just to cycle the remand. Draw a card. They're sitting there at like 4 fucking lands though. It seems like remand should be good. Sunfall's pretty good. Forcing them to play the Batterskull at sorcery speed is a very big deal here. If they even want to play it. I'll be taking that. Gain a little bit of life back. Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand. Kind of want to balance. I'll just take the Batterskull back. Hilarious. Rude. Y'all ever been attacked with a Batterskull before? Yeah, the Batterskull's had a rich life, way better than most pieces of siege equipment. Yeah, balance would have been really good this game. I thought about Mystical Tutoring for it way back when. You feel like the game's been blow for blow, but they've got a billion cards. Yeah, they sat on like 4 lands for a billion years. And they had that early 2-for-1, right? It's not like technically a 2-for-1, but the Dreams of Steel and Oil making the Flash worthless was really bad. And they were on the draw, so that was worth another card. Just a whole lot of not ideal stuff going down for me. Hand's leaning kind of hard on this Talisman. No Author Mythorn, I am not. Not the most exciting remand target. Would kind of just be cycling it, which would be fine. Almost feels like another mana tie the opponent, The Mom priority makes sense. I'm talking about how they sequence to like have Kytheon with a mana open on turn 2. I'm not talking about priority. Is this going to be my first time playing? No, it's going to be like my 4th time playing Ugly Paintings. So I'm still pretty new, but I'm familiar with most of the characters that are going to be in this run. This one won't be like completely in the weeds. Hey, no worries, Bangarang. Such is the way of life. I still haven't been as like deliriously sick as my wife was in one of the days. Be nice if I just got better. It's gonna be very annoying to deal with. If I target the Mother of Runes, they kind of have to choose between letting it be a 3/3. I think I'm probably better off just making a 3/3 here. Oh, they have Safekeeper. They're going to sack a land too if they wanted. Yeah, I don't think she loses the Indestructible, though, Twitch chat. She would lose Indestructible, but she'd only have 1 damage marked. I mean, with Trample, I could assign her 3. But she could give herself protection from green to brick the Oko ability. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was them, too. Make sure they clear the Minsc so I can't draw 4 cards. Fuck that Gideon in particular. No, they do have a red permanent for the Ajani. Very annoying. Any thought distilling there, Johnny? No, for multiple reasons. They got a Mother of Runes and a Sylvan Safekeeper. I can't target their things very well here. Hey, look at us landing a little bit of damage. Pretty stoked about this one. Definitely my best draw, I think. Like even balance wouldn't have been that good here. And we have an 8-8. 8-8's pretty fucking filthy. If you elk the incubator, it becomes an 11-11. I'm pretty sure that's true, yeah. I guess. Possibly should have cycled the Riddler here instead of playing out the second Talisman. And then just, like, hardcast Riddler next turn. Hoping to draw into, like, Teferi so I can tuck their sneak attack. That didn't happen, though. Alright. Now, this game really loves fucking tapping my talismans. It's like its favorite fucking thing. Sure. I still don't have Wurm mana because it costs all the mana in the universe. Hey, that's mine! And Flame Slash plus Wrenn and Six doesn't kill it. We're so close to hardcasting this stupid Wurm. Second main phase, sneak attack. Putting in Carnage Interpreter. Why didn't they put that in before they attacked? They could have dealt me 5 damage here. It's like better than 0 damage, right? Well, at least we have a blocker for the Wurm here. Or for the Italian, like the Wurm couldn't get in front of it. Yeah, the Voidwalker is a little terrifying with Worldspine Wurm. If they could just, like, kill the Wurm, sack the Voidwalker, play it. type deal. So balance is interesting, and I think fractured is interesting. I'll just fracture the Titan here. So they get to choose a leaves play trigger, and I get it comes in a play trigger. Oh, the Seachrome Coast isn't a type. Nice. So if I were to Flame Slash the Riddler, I would still have to deal 2. And they would take Xaxes. We might lose to them sneaking in a blocker, though. So rather than Flame Slashing for the win here, I'm just going to kill the Voidwalker. And serve with my Worm, huh? Because literally any creature that they sneak attack in would be able to block, and then the Voidwalker would be able to play Fractured Identity in. I'd be in a rough spot. Yay. Wild mana bases, right? Some crazy stuff going on in that game. I almost thought it was a turn 2 Minsc and Boo, but the district comes to play tapped. So it's not nearly that good. And the mana's bad. It's almost a Maul. This hot tea is helpful. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. This is a turn 3 Minsc and Boo. As I said, district comes into play tapped. Ancient Doom into Talisman activates your dopamine receptors. I'm with you. It's an exciting opening for sure. Is it good? Not necessarily. Is it exciting? Oh, you better believe it. Well, it's a turn 2 Oko, I guess. Got me. I'm actually never going to play this commercial district. Well, 8 lands accounted for is kind of nice. I hate that the auto tapper wants to prioritize talismans. I hate it so much. Fair enough. Yeah, it's gotta be a bad sign that I'm tapping the Ancient Tomb there, Oh, I guess the Flash was face up. They knew about it, so they knew I had the Flash Wurm combo. Totally reasonable concession. Rumble keeps on delivering. That's what Rumble do, Nice mana base, at least. You gonna 5 me? Split focus. Oh shit. Do I want to make them discard a card, or would I rather have one more land drop in play? I think I'd rather make them discard a card. I'm not into Jackson. But I'm not doing too bad. Pushed myself a little bit. Worked on a game last night, and then didn't do my salt rinse. And then got like my lawnmower ready for the winter and stuff. Just being a dum-dum. And I'm achy and the cold sweats are back, and anyway. My throat feels worse than yesterday. None of which is the end of the world. I think they're Jones into sack their blood token anyway, so I'm just gonna hit their treasure. Being human, yeah, being human. You get stir crazy just like laying in bed fucking however many days in a row. Nice that we had a good balance game, That was kind of pleasant. There's some counters, but I do have, I don't know. Like, I'm worried about Mana Tithe on Flash, but I'm also worried about flashing in Wurm and then playing Parallax Wave, right? Could just wait a turn. Now we could decide if we want to play around Containment Priest. I think I will. We're in a spot where we can remand like a Parallax Wave type kind. And I don't think them knowing about the 3/5/5s actually does much for them here. Is it more damage to swap? Swap the Talisman for the Johnny or something? I feel like it is more damage than to serve with the thing. It's the same, right? I think it's the fucking same. Up-ticking Minsc Boo is worth 3 damage here. Down-ticking is worth 5. I think we're just going to kill them. Yeah, you don't want to flip Planeswalkers that you've stolen from your opponent. Very slow hand. The mana looks really good. We do have Flash here, but I mean, we don't have the Worm to go with the Flash. I think I'm usually harping on people to mulligan hands that look like this. Much better aim. Set up for the turn 3 Minsc Boo on the play. Looks like they're holding up some kind of counter, so instead I'm going to rumble into Uro. I might regret binning Riddler. How are we doing on Uro mana? We have 1 blue, 2 green. We don't have a blue option here. Sure. What's your question about RBD? Gross. Too bad I don't have the mana to balance their hand away, huh? We'll see what they do with this drain mana. In the ideal world, the best thing for them to do with this mana drain mana is just casting this Quantum Riddler. Hell yeah. And they've already used Mana Drain, Mana Link, Memory Lapse. Oh shit, what up? We got a sub in there. I got a notification. My activity feed in OBS is not showing up. I didn't see it in the chat. Yeah, I've been pretty unhappy with the... Oh, it was a Spawn of Haster song request. Thanks for the donation, Spawn. We've played a lot of this album. Let's see what Spawn wants to listen to. This is Thick Neck by Ando San. Yeah, Zern Orbit Balance is a classic. I'm going to play the Talisman. It'll give us the option of Minsc and Boo next turn. I enjoyed Icewind Dale 1 and 2. I'm not sure how many viewers I'd get for him, though. Very cool. Blocking to prevent ninjutsu there, of course. They're pitch casting the Forced Negation because they know about the No More Lies. I'm pretty cool with it. Pitching Tamiyo there, or the Skydiver there is interesting. I would have fired that. I would have fired that off, I think. Very tempting to No More Lies this Bronco. Interesting. I guess that's the same counterspell I was contemplating playing on their Bronco. Just tapping me out. There's No More Lies is never leaving my hand. That's my best friend here. Oh, that's funny. The Hymn to Turok made me draw an extra card off the Riddler. And now the question is, do I want to flip my Tamiyo or not? I think so. We got some good ass cards in there. We already drew 2 this turn because of the Riddler, so just cracking a clue will flip Tamiyo. If I played the Mystical Tutor before cracking the clue, I would have drawn 1 extra from Riddler. This is okay, though. We can do like a similar thing on their turn, and this way we have more mana up. No, more lies! Oh, man. That's a good-ass reference right there. Oh. I'm going to do this now. I guess it's bad if they Toxic. They can Toxic for 6. Doesn't really leave them in a good spot, though, right? They'd be going down to 4 life, and they'd have nothing. I figured this way to play around a counter made sense. They showed some counters earlier. You can save that one for later. Hey, that deck got a fucking trophy, huh? I thought it looked good, and then we started out 1 and 2, and I was like, I'm just gonna be sick, and I'm just gonna lose all my matches. I'm just gonna flood and die and not be able to cast anything and be miserable. But no, we just won all the rest of them. Cool stuff. There's a lot of powerful cards in here, huh? We took that Mox Diamond very highly, as I recall. I think my reasoning was, when I drafted it, I was like, if Mox Diamond is better than a regular Mox in your deck, you should probably draft it. You should probably draft Mox Diamond. If it's better than Mox Sapphire in your deck, it should probably be in your deck. You should probably draft that card. And it is in this deck. Also the fixing, it's lands in the graveyard for Oko and Wrenn and Six and all that business. It even plays really well with balance. It's not like the nut high balance deck, but it's a very good balance deck. If you just look that I don't have like a ton of creatures in the early game, where we got all these artifact cards that we can like store and play. We got these planeswalkers that we can store and play before we balance. We're reserving a lot of our value. Like, we're a control deck, but we're not like stocking a hand of 7 cards so that when we balance, we're mind twisting ourselves. We're dumping our hand into play, and like we're storing value in play with like the Uro in the graveyard, the Quantum Riddler in exile, the Planeswalkers, that sort of thing. A bunch of clue tokens, whatever it is. So we can still grind with the other control decks. Hell, like balance is like a mind twist against the other control decks. But we're not sitting there with like 7 cards in hand that'll make balance awkward. Very counterintuitive card to build around that balance card. I see a lot of people fuck it up where they're just like, 2 mana sweeper. This is great. This will be my great anti-aggro